As part of our project on zero hunger, zero carbon food systems, TCI established an agrivoltaics installation in Bihar, the first of its kind in the state. The installation brings together food production and processing, solar power production, crop diversification, and micro-irrigation with the aim of reducing greenhouse gas emissions while increasing agricultural productivity and farmer income. This community-based model can be replicated and scaled up not only in Bihar, but throughout India. If successfully implemented and adopted on a larger scale, it can help the country achieve its food security and emissions reduction targets.
There's a lot of attention today about solar energy, solar power, and green sources of energy, renewable energy. And at the same time, India continues to be suffering from great levels of malnutrition and hunger. So how do we address both of these issues? We need to figure out a mechanism by which creating solar power does not lead to trade-off with agricultural land that's used for productivity improvement and for increasing food supplies and meeting the needs of poor farmers and consumers in India. And agrivoltaics provides a really good solution because you can reduce that trade-off.
There's a general perception that agrivoltaics involves growing crops under solar panels. But in the Indian context, especially at the local level, there's a lot of broader opportunities by using the energy to support irrigation systems, especially very efficient drip and micro irrigation systems. That allows farmers to expand their crop areas, have greater diversity of crops, thereby increasing their revenues. And also, the electricity that's generated by these systems can be used for other purposes at the local level.
Our agrivoltaics project has 3 phases. The first phase is a preparatory phase. The second one is setting up the agrivoltaics installation on the field. And the third one is production of crops, harvesting of sun, and monitoring that process.
In the initial preparatory phase, TCI identified a suitable region in Bihar for the project, as well as local partners with whom to work. As the implementation partner, PRAN provided crucial support to farmers. Jain Irrigation supplied irrigation infrastructure, solar panels, and comprehensive technical support. Together with the participating farmers, TCI, PRAN, and Jain Irrigation prepared cropping and irrigation plans.
We visited several villages and we ended up working with 6 farmers from Nevada village in Gaya. Then we discussed what kind of setup they think would be suitable for their vision for their production and what kind of crops they would grow, what plots would be covered by our system, the type of irrigation which would be used in each of these plots. So the farmers are leading this conversation, this planning process.
इनका जो रिकॉर्ड्स रखने का तरीका है बहुत ही अच्छा है। यह परियोजना सफल हुई है क्योंकि इसको कंटिन्यूअस मॉनिटरिंग किया गया और हम लोग ग्रुप के साथ हमेशा क्षमता वर्धन करते हैं सब लोग के गाइडेंस में। ग्लोबल वार्मिंग के क्षेत्र के लिए खास करके क्लाइमेट चेंज के हिसाब से यह सोलर परियोजना समूह के माध्यम से किसानों के लिए बहुत उपयोगी सिद्ध हो रहा है।
इसलिए आकर्षित हुए कि सोलर से खर्च हम लोगों को कम पड़ेगा और पानी का भी बचत है। सोलर से जो बिजली चल रही मोटर उससे हम लोगों को पानी मिल रहा है और पानी जो है बहुत कम लग रहा है और इससे हमें लाइन उन कटने का कोई संभावना नहीं है। किसी तरह का हमारा जो है सुबह 7 बजे से चलने लगा 5 बजे तक चलेगा। हम लोगों को इसमें ज़रा सा भी कोई हिचक नहीं।
सामुदायिक रूप से फ़ायदा ये है हम लोग का कि जैसे मान के चलिए अब अकेला हम किसी चीज़ में इंस्टॉल करते हैं खर्चा करते हैं तो मेरा पूरा पर्सनल अकेला खर्चा करना पड़ता है और साथ थोड़ा सा मिला के हमको हेल्प मिला। जैसे मान के चलिए पटाना ही है हम लोग को तो अगर हम किसी दिन नहीं रहे यहाँ पे तो समूह वाला को बोल दिए कि मेरा ही उधर खोल दीजिएगा पानी उधर मेरा ही पड़ जाएगा। समुदाय से ये फ़ायदा है और किसी चीज़ में दिक्कत नहीं होता है। एक जगह सब बैठे किसी में देखे कि कल क्या करना है इसे क्या आती है वो अपना सोल्यूशन अपने आप में निकालते हैं उसे अपना अथी करते हैं मैनेज कर देते हैं।
Phase 2 of this project involved setting up the agrivoltaics site.
This effort included digging 2 miles of trenches and an 80-foot deep bore well, the excavation of an irrigation retention tank, and the installation of 20 kilowatt solar panels. A pump house was erected to hold irrigation and solar power controllers, and a wheat mill was connected to the system.
The last step of this second phase was to connect all these parts together, irrigation system with the wheat mill with solar panels.
ड्रिप का पानी जो है से बहुत अच्छा है स्प्रिंकलर के बनिस्बत और इससे हम खुश हैं। फसल भी अच्छा है मेरा और फसल का ग्रोथ भी अच्छा है। पहले में जो हम लोग फ्लड से पटाते थे तब पौधा हम लोग का जब पटाते थे तो उस समय 8 दिन के लिए रुक जाता था और इससे रुकता नहीं है। अब 8 दिन रुकता है तो 8 दिन में फसल को बढ़ने का मौका कम जाता है और फिर बाद में बढ़ने लगता है, तो बाद में बढ़ता है। और इसमें जो है अभी हल्का देते हैं तो सीधे बढ़ते ही रह जाता है, रुकता नहीं।
During the third phase of the project, farmers grew crops and experimented with different combinations of intercropping, micro-irrigation, and fertigation. The data that TCI and PRAN collected shows that, relative to neighboring plots unconnected to the project, crop yields are higher, soil health indicators are better, water consumption and fertilizer use are lower, and income from crop production is higher.
The excess energy can then be used for other purposes. As we are electrifying the economy and we see more electric-based transportation like scooters and taxis, they can be powered by electricity that's generated locally. Another great opportunity is substituting the use of cow dung for cooking with electric stoves so that the carbon and the nutrients from the cow dung can go back to the land, enhance the health of the soil, increase the crop production, and create more locally generated revenues.
Community-based agrivoltaics is a concept that extends far beyond simply growing crops under solar panels. It combines and utilizes community and individual resources to preserve and enhance land quality, conserve water resources, and maximize the utilization of solar power. This has positive economic, social, and environmental effects for the individuals and their households, as well as the entire community. Agrivoltaics empowers farmers and brings reliability to their farm management practices, enabling cultivation of a diverse range of profitable and nutritious crops. Also, solar power produced by agrivoltaics and used for cold chain and storage facilities enables farmers to better position themselves in the supply chain. Finally, community-based agrivoltaics and the innovations that surround it have the potential to make agricultural production profitable and attractive to younger generations, and slow down or even reverse the trend of best talents migrating to urban areas in search of better futures.
This is a really good, sustainable option looking ahead, and we're really excited to do this pilot project here in Nevada to show how this is possible. And we hope that from here we can scale it up across Bihar and show this as a model for other parts of India.